Today, we are going to get Sigewinne to do big healing so this account cannot die. I have been farming quite a bit of stuff. I think I have enough to go probably as far as we need. I'm not too sure. We're going to get her obviously ascended. I'm pretty sure I'm going to run her in Favonia, so I'll need to level this up a little bit. I don't really have too many other options in terms of weapons. There is a 3-star one somewhere that is HP. I don't know if it's necessarily better, but if I'm going full healing, it probably would be good to try to get as much HP, so I might go have a look for that. And in terms of artifacts, we could use a little bit of work, but it would just depend on if I have the resin for it. They're not too bad. We're getting a nice, what's the thing there, 20,000 HP from artifacts. And then we also have talents, which definitely need work, but I need some of these for that. So we're going to get around to them in a second. We'll do them last. So first off, let's work on the Ascension. We can bring her up to 80. And I should have enough books and Mora for this. And can we go 90? We can go 90. Perfect. I have farmed everything I need. So there we go. Sigewinne is now level 90. Beautiful. So now we can have a look at the rest of her stuff. I think I have some leftover of these, so let me quickly do her talents. I'm mainly just going to do her skill. I'm going to need to craft these or probably farm them, which they are not open today. And unfortunately, they were open yesterday, so I will not be able to farm them in the time this video needs to come out. So we probably won't be able to get this much further than 6 or possibly 7, but that's fine. I'm just going to focus on the skill because that's all we want. We're just going for healing. So now let's look at these weapons. I will go find out where I can find this 3-star one from, and I will grab it. And then we should hopefully be able to push more HP out of her. She's already at 45,000 HP. I don't know if this has a cap to the healing. So it does not appear like any of our kit does have any limitations except for these ones, but that's not in terms of healing. So if we could get it like 50,000 HP or something, that'd be beautiful. I think she is running, yeah, she is running triple HP, which is going to help for damage. I think healing bonus is better for full healing, but I like triple HP because then we get a little bit more damage out of her. Okay, so I believe the weapon we are looking for is down here. I'm pretty sure there is an NPC here that gives you the, I'm pretty sure it's called the recurve bow. Yes, indeed, recurve bow. That should, in theory, be a HP weapon. Yes, indeed, I will be locking that one. It looks like we're only going to be able to go to 60 for the time being, so I will need to farm a lot more Ruin Guard drops. Okay, good to know. I also just saw doing that. If we go in here and level up the skill one more time, now we actually have plenty of resources. So we can go up to 7. And then if I farm a couple more of these, we can even go 8 or possibly even 9, which is perfect because I'm currently just working on healing. So I just want that skill to be as high leveled as possible. So let's go farm both of them. We need these guys and we need Ruin Guards. That was like 5 minutes of farming. I think that we will have enough of these to get this up to level 9, because to get up to 8, we need 6. And then to get it up to 9, we need 9. So that's 15 total. And we have exactly 15. So that is that done. Now let's have a look at these. I also did just remember that we have this event going on at the moment, which I haven't done and I'm pretty sure is no longer time gated. So I will go do that. I have also not done this event. Well, there we go. That is all the Ruin Guards so far. I don't know if that's going to be enough to get this weapon up to level 90, but I will have a look. I'd say I probably will be able to get it to 80, yes, and then 90 might be a problem. Yes, it is going to be a problem. I need another 5 more. Okay, well, I have everything else except for these, but I can craft them, so that's all good. I will go try to find a couple more, or I'll actually farm the other ones. I've also gone and completed this event, so now that is done. Now I would like to find these guys, Ruin Hunters. Let's go hunt these guys down. Pun very much intended. So now we can go here and Sigewinne weapon ascend, boom, level 90. There we go. So that basically gives her more HP and also restores her own HP a little bit. It's not incredible, but it does bump her up to 52,000 HP, which is quite nice. That's quite a large amount of HP. The only other thing we have really got now is these, which I can craft. So let me do them really quick. Again, we are just going to focus on her skill because that's the only one we're really doing at the moment. We're working on healing, so I don't really care about the others. I will get around to them at a later point. For the time being, there is 8 and there is 9. We can actually get her burst up to 3, so why not? So that just leaves artifacts, I believe, which aren't too bad. However, I wouldn't mind seeing if I could try to squeeze some more crit rate and damage out of her. I'd say I'll probably leave this piece on because it is quite nice, but you know, a couple adjustments to it to maybe get some more crit. I will probably still run triple HP and we'll just mess around with some things I don't imagine will go too well. A little bit of extra damage would be nice, but it is definitely not essential. Seeing as this account is like just 90% DPSs anyway, damage is not something we are lacking. Now, quickly, because I would like to see, can I take some damage? I would like to see what we are healing for. Thank you very much. Damage has been taken. So, Sigewinne, let me just do that. Boom, healing. I see 4,300, another 4,000 I think there. Yeah, just shy of 4,400, and by just shy, I mean 1% off. So that's pretty good healing. That is quite consistent as well. She does that like every couple of seconds. I can't exactly remember how long her skill takes to hit enemies, but it happens relatively consistently. So that means whatever team we end up using her in, the characters will not die immediately, which is exactly what I am looking for. Also, she should be able to sustain Furina decently enough, I'm pretty sure. Obviously, it's not going to be as good as like a Shalonen or a Jean or whatever. I'd assume we'd be able to get pretty decent fanfare stacks. I will be going for C2 Furina at some point, so I think that helps with the fanfare generation. And that will be next rerun because I will not be able to get C2 this time. Ooh, okay, that's a solid looking circlet. If that rolls a second crit, I will take it. So now we head into the last run of the day. I could do more, but I don't really need to increase our artifacts that much. I'm just doing this because I have leftover resin. And if we get some more damage, that would be nice. But I don't need it, and I'm not really expecting to get it anyway. So last run is going to give us 2 of the wrong sets, but a potentially okay piece for Navia, and one that is not potentially okay. So basically, the only possible piece we got there is that circlet, which I already have a good one, so I don't really want to swap it out. But if this does roll a crit damage, then I will be able to run off-piece on a piece that isn't so good. And we see defense percent, so I'm not even going to bother. Now, I did just get this piece, which is quite a bit better and looks very nice, so I'll be swapping over to that. Otherwise, nothing else. That is fine. She has 53,366 HP, 907 attack, but doesn't really matter. She has a tiny bit of EM. She's sitting at a 33 to 105, so it's a crit ratio, that is for sure. 145 energy recharge. It's not horrible. Recurve bow, C0, Song of Days Past, 293. It is definitely a full healer build, and it does that job quite well. So if we have a look at her healing now, we chuck out that, we go to Lynette, and we see we're healing for 4,478 with a 1,126, I think, at the end there. So it is pretty solid healing. About 4,500 is not bad. We will take that. Now I have put her on triple HP to try to get her to do a little bit more damage. So let me just quickly try. I don't imagine our damage is going to be massive, but we see 2,000, 1,000, 2,000 again. Yeah, not massive damage, but it was about what I was expecting. Her burst does 8 and 7 Ks. You know what? For a healer build is not bad. So now quickly, I'm going to go do this event because it is here, and if I don't do it now, I will forget about it.
Basically, you play as a fox, navigating between sweet dreams and nightmares in search of delicious fried tofu.
I don't know why, but I really like her voice. It suits her character very, very well. It's like, I don't know how to describe, like soft, I guess, like a soft, soothing voice. I don't know, it suits the character well. I like it. Her voice actor did a good job. Well, there is part 1 of the story. I'm going to do the rest of the story later because I cannot be bothered to do it now, but I do want to do these events. Well, there is event number 1 completed. This is probably my favorite of the 3. And there we go. There is event number 2. I'm not a huge fan of this one, especially those floating ball things. I do not like them. And finally, there we go. There is event number 3 done. Also pretty fun. A little bit time consuming, but it is pretty fun. And that unlocks everything in here. That also gives us this weapon, which is energy recharge attack. I don't really know if it could be good for someone. It might be good for Chevrolet, maybe. I'm not too sure. And then we have this, but I'm going to deal with this later in my own time because it's kind of boring. So there we go. Event is now done. I will not need to think about that anymore. Well, with the new event being completed, we have now bumped our Primo Gem total up a little bit. We're now up to 131 Primo Gems. Also, standard pulls, 4-star. Is it going to be good 4-star? No, it's not going to be a good 4-star. Well, with all that, I don't think there's too much else we can do. So, I am going to leave it here. So, hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked this video, go check out the video where we pulled for Sigewinne here. And with that being said, I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.